Are you ready? Are you set? Are you go, go, go? Hi, I'm Joy and welcome back to She Built Her Home. This is a channel where we discuss productivity, positivity, and homemaking. Today we're going to discuss on how to prepare yourself for 2022 as a homemaker. Stick around because I saved the best for last. Jump right in. Tip number 1, tie up any loose ends. As we begin to wrap up the year, make sure any loose ends that you have are tied up, such as making any appointments that you may need to, calling anyone, scheduling something, unscheduling something, anything that you may need to do at the very last minute, make sure that it is done. Returning gifts, Christmas gifts, picking up anything at the post office after the new year. These things are going to be very busy and you don't want to enter your year in this way. We can enter the year as calm and peaceful as possible if we do all of the things that need to be done before the year starts. Any plans that you may have, return any Christmas presents, pick up anything at the post office, anything that you can think of, make sure that it gets done before the year's end. Tip number 2, schedule any appointments. Any appointments that you may need for your family in the upcoming year, whether it be their annual physical, whether it be any dentist appointment, as well as any hair appointments if you go to the hair parlor, hair salon, anything like that, make sure that you schedule it. How nice it would be to start your year with everything already scheduled and not needing to worry about the doctor's office being too full for your child's pediatric appointment. Another one is to set up goals as a family and as well as individuals. It is good to have goals, to have something to aim for in the new upcoming year so that you're not wandering around your life aimlessly. It's good to make goals as a family, as a couple, and also individual. Make sure you look at areas such as financial, personal, wellness, spiritual, business if you have, and any other area that's important to you and your family. Sit down and make the goals together as a family and also for yourself. Make sure that your goals align and don't crash with each other. You don't want one person to be pulling one way and another person to be pulling another way. Compromise where you can and try to keep the peace. Also, you don't have to do it all at once. You could take breaks in between. Just make sure that it gets done before the week is up and the year starts. Another one is go grocery shopping. Before the new year is up, try to see if you can make it to the supermarket or do some online grocery shopping. As we know, a lot of people like to make health-related New Year's resolutions, resulting in crowded gyms and crowded supermarkets. Let's beat everyone to the punch by making sure our family has food the next week or two. Be sure to do your grocery shopping and meal planning right before the year ends, and you'll be so glad that you did. Another tip is to have a word or intention relating to your home. What word would you like to describe your home for the upcoming year? Is it peaceful? Is it joyous? Comforting maybe? Relaxing? Calm? Any word that resonates with you, be sure to write it down and reference it often. Whatever you do moving forward, make sure that you do it with that word or intention in mind. Is yelling at the children going to make your home more calm if your word is calm? Is having clutter all over going to make your home more peaceful if your word is peaceful? Everything you do or don't do, try to link it to that word. Try to have that word for your home, not just in your head, but written down. Even in sticky notes if you can, places that you can visibly see them, to remind you of what kind of home you wish to have. With the help of the Lord, we can get to this place. Another tip is envision the kind of homemaker that you wish to be. When you think about who you are in your core values, or who you wish to be, what do you see? Do you see a tidy, organized person? Do you see somebody who picks up the home no matter how they're feeling? Anything that you see, how do you believe those people behave? If they're a tidy person, what would they do before going to bed? What would they do if they see something on the floor? Try to envision that person and then do what that type of person might do. For example, a tidy person might see something on the floor And instead of walking over it, maybe pick it up. Practicing those habits of the type of person you wish to be, or who you know in your heart that you are key, because practice makes progress. And the more you do it, the closer you can be to who you really are. Another exercise that may help to unlock this, if you're not quite sure, sit down and draw. You don't have to be an artist. Just draw generally who you see in your future. What kind of person are you? What goals have you accomplished? Try this exercise, future me. If I find a video related to it, I'll link it down below. Just draw who you are currently, who do you wish to be, and connect those dots. I know you can do it. Write down all the kind of books that you wish to read. If you're not exactly a reader or don't know of books similar to the ones that you like, or don't know of any books, Google books on self-control, for example. Books on homemaking, books on being a tidy person, etc., etc. Then you go on to read your reviews and see what kind of book it is. On Amazon, a lot of times they actually even let you see inside the books. Not that you have to buy a brand new on Amazon, of course not, especially if you didn't budget for it. However, you can get an idea of what kind of book it is and if you would like it or not. Next is you will find places such as public libraries that will carry the books. Now you don't have to go out lugging for children or whatever you may have with you to these places. You simply can go online to the website of your public library, if it has one, and see if they carry those books. A lot of the libraries have online catalogs that where you can see. And if you can get it online, perfect. However, if you have to go to the library, then you can now schedule a time to go and pick the book. You can reserve it online, and that way you can get your book with the convenience. If that may not work for you because you may be tied up right now, your children may be too little, you may have a one-car household, whatever the case may be, another good option is to find the same books used in Amazon. They're often in great condition and they cost just a few dollars. It might be worth it to check it out. So the next tip is not just to read the books, but to also apply the tips in them. Make sure you have a little notebook from the dollar store or wherever and write down the most key pieces or the most valuable tips that you got from it. You can even write down steps of how do you plan to apply these tips into your life. Let's make these things stick. It's fun to read just for fun too. Let's just not keep them inside our heads only, because oftentimes these things, they go away. We already have so much on our plate. Why add more, right? So the next one is make sure that you're writing the habits that you wish to apply in the upcoming year. Make sure you write down these habits and think of how you're going to accomplish them. Let's be sure to write them down and not just keep them in our heads, because not only may we forget them, but when we write them down, we're more than likely to commit. Finally, we have is create some routines. Routines are so important. They are a must. They are key. With routines, you can definitely see some changes today. When you have a routine, you become more consistent. And once you are consistent and stick to it, you will see results. Make sure you write down your routine, which one you plan to implement in the new year. You definitely won't regret it. If you don't have a routine that you would like to try, I super recommend the Flylady system. It works wonders. They even have a 31 baby steps so you can jump off the new year right. Go ahead and give it a try. I mean, what do you have to lose? Am I right? Well, there you have it. Those were some tips on how to prepare for the upcoming year as a homemaker. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click here to see the last video on more common mistakes homemakers make and how to fix them. Until next time, thank you for watching. To God be the glory. Bye.